Good morning from Gilsey. Here we are again. It was an extremely frosty morning last night. And we're here on the homestead in time. So we're gonna say hi to the bunnies. Gonna give them some snacks. Good morning, guys. We'll get them some snacks. We've got some carrot tops, and we've got some fresh kale and some lettuce here for these lovely bunnies. Aren't we, guys? You're keen to get some snacks this morning. We've got some of all ages here. There's been a lot of rain. Hi, guys. Yeah. We've got a bit. There we go. Aren't they cute? Bunny winnies. Having some brekkie. And we've kept some back for the others. These are potentially growing food rabbits. So meat rabbits is not a huge thing in the UK, but it's becoming a more thing. This is my tree chicken. Meet Mrs. Tree Chicken. She decided to have 10 chicken eggs up in the rafters of the barn. So here they are, all 10 little chicks, and we've got 7 left. Unfortunately, we've got a reasonable amount of vermin that will pick them off, whether it be buzzards or whatever. This is Fivo. Fivo. It's a bit steamy this morning, I think. Yeah. Does that help? This is Fivo. You can have a couple. And I'll just give them some snacks. These come from our own garden, so that's why they can have some of these. You've got a lot of hay in there. This is Bucky. He's a boy. He's one of our boys. And then we're going to bring this. We'll give a carrot to Flopsy. Who's in here? There's our Flopsy. Yeah. And then we've got to go back. Good morning, Mrs. Chicken. Come on, guys. And grab the milk churn. It's frosty this morning. You can see our wonderful view from behind me. This is where we live. Isn't it fantastic? The ducks are out. The chickens are doing their thing. I'm out in the head. Say good morning to the turkeys. Good morning, boys. Yeah, we're going to head into the barn, do a spot of milking. We've got Jersey, and we've got Bully. There's a beef Aberdeen Angus cross. Jersey's his mum, and he was born August of last year, so he'll go off in spring for meat to fill our freezer to feed ourselves. Now, here's this Crystal. So Crystal's inside. There you go, Crystal. So you can have some. And down here, unfortunately, our Gandalf has turned out to be what looks like not fertile. We'll give him another couple of months, and if he doesn't produce any babies, then he's going to be for the pot. So we feed Jersey some rolls. So it's a complete food. It's quite a big pellet, and she gets fed just once a day. So I've actually got an assistant. I've got my granddaughter here. I'm not going to put her on video. Hold the camera while we do Jersey's milking. So as you can see, Jersey stood there waiting. Say morning, Jersey. And my lovely assistant will hold the camera and she will try and get some videos of me doing some milking. Come on, Jersey. So Jersey is currently in calf. She was artificially inseminated back in June. So she's due a calf next season, next year in the spring. She should produce a calf. She has not been scanned as of yet. We tend to get her scanned when we do her feet. When we get a friend of ours, or a guy that we know, he in Jersey. He will come out and do her feet, and he will scan her while he's here, so that we've got some scanning done. So right now we're just washing all the mud off Jersey with this. This is quite warm water, and she likes it. She likes it when you go wash in the morning. So she does, like the Jers, and while she enjoys her breakfast, we give her this mud washed off. I give her a good washing. You want it as clean as you can get it. And you want to wipe off any excess rubbish, little bits that might fall into the milk, although the milk is strained. Give it a bit of a dry, and then we've got some fresh cloth. We get a fresh cloth and we give it a bit of a dry. Get that boobs clean. Now, I tend to put this through my top. This is the lid of my 10-litre milk churn. So, and what we need to do is we need to strip off just a couple of bits out of each nipple. Now I've got a black mark here, which means you can see for very lumpy bits. I know Jersey hasn't got any mistakes. Now we hand milk. We hand milk 10 litres a day. So this churn is 10 litres, which we use for ourselves. We don't sell the milk. It's illegal to sell milk in Scotland. It's not in England, so not in the UK, but just in Scotland, due to there being a case of E. coli traced back to raw milk. Probably about between 70 and 100 years ago, a long time ago. The law has not been changed. But we can send down to England for raw unpasteurised milk. So anyway, I hand milk Jersey every day. We, as I said, only do it once a day. We don't need it any more than once a day. 10 litres is our tax because it's all we need, and it's more than enough for us. And we will dry her up in the spring before about 3 months before the kid's due, the baby's due. And that'll let her absorb more nutrients into her own body and let her restart her cycle so that she can produce colostrum, which obviously is what the new baby will need to get a good fighting chance of survival and an immune system. So when you're milking, you're squeezing rather than pulling. Now I know I've seen videos and I know that people say, oh yeah, you just pull. You actually don't want to pull. All you're doing is your hands open, you close your thumb and your index finger, and then you just press. So you're actually not pulling. The only pull that you think you see is the flex of actually the wrist of a person. If you're pulling, you're doing it wrong. You shouldn't be pulling. You're only squeezing. You're squeezing close your fingers and down. So you're forcing the milk down towards the bottom of the nipple and out the exit, if you like, to make it as comfortable as possible for the cow. Now in Jersey's case, she's got a nice big udder, big nipples. The back nipples, I would say for Jersey, is definitely smaller than her front ones. She's not got huge nipples. But the ones in the front are fairly bigger than the ones in the back. So and you just want to keep an even stream. Jersey's a really good girl. She wasn't, when she first came, she wasn't used to hand milking. So some minutes she started getting used to. We had our hurdles, we had kicking and carrying on, and we still do hear an odd hurdle sometimes if she's got a bit of a sore bit, or she's, you know, she's nae comfy for whatever reason, or she runs out of food. She doesn't like to stand when she's nae eating. She don't like to stand. But we do tie her up, as you can see. So my cameraman will show you her head. She's just munching away there, quite happy, making a mess. She likes to make a mess. She throws her feed everywhere. But we've got some chickens and turkeys that will come clean up on a mess that she leaves. And she's standing here quite happy. Sometimes she rocks a wee bit, moves back and forth. You can see I've got a state-of-the-art milking stool, which is just a big pan. It's actually got a crack on the surface, so it's not much use if it's cracked. Aluminium pan, so it doesn't rust. So that's my milking stool. I did have a milking stool. I just found it wasn't the most comfortable for me. Didn't work best for me. I've seen various of, but this pan's fine, and it means if Jersey kicks it, it does okay. It doesn't drop. But like I said, Jersey's pretty calm. She's well behaved. And we have had very little problems with her. She gets about 4 scoops, I reckon, for every kilo of milk. You should be a kilo of food back. Just to give you an idea. So obviously, I mean, I do weigh the milk, but she gets 4 scoops, which is quite a lot. She is getting a little bit fat. We have cut her back a bit, but if I'm finished milking and she's still got food, we tend to take it away from her because she doesn't need it. Because I kind of think some days is quicker than others. Now, because it's coming into winter here in Scotland, it's you tend to see a drop in the milk, but because I'm only cooking 10 litres, I haven't seen a huge. Some days she's a wee bit short a litre. Jersey has got tea on ticket all the time. All the time she's got tea, or tealage, fresh water. She's got access to go outside and graze if there's grazing. We don't have a huge amount of land here. We've got about an acre, but we've also got goats here, so we feed hay all the year round just to make sure that she's got. She gets out to wander around the place because we've got some wild grazing at the track sides, the road sides, and got a green area around about. But yeah, and that's about it. So thanks for tuning in on our milking video. We'll have various other videos. Please, if you're interested in a bit of the Scottish homestead, we do various here. We've got pigs, we've got goats, we do skinning, we do some rabbit skins, we do some meat processing, bacon. So please, if you're interested, if you can understand, then please like, share, subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming in, and how we do a bit of crofting or smallholding in the northeast of Scotland, then that would be very cool.